playing naval action with fellow pirate Mark Bonney, also known as Derspiny, etc.
Ahoy.
There he is. I hope the audio works for that. Yeah, so what were you saying? Right, we were just talking about mixing cannon types on a deck. So one of the things they added in the game a little bit ago, because the developers are Russian, is the Edinarok. I don't know, my Russian's terrible. But the unicorn, which was a really late period type of cannon that was like the best cannon until the entire system of naval cannons changed and it was like made obsolete within a few years. But apparently the usual thing was to like put a few of them on a deck but have it mostly be mediums or whatever.
That makes sense. I mean, if you're looking at an actual ship, all it takes is rolling one of them out of the way, taking it off the ship, and rolling something else into place. So it's a bit weird that they make you do a whole deck in one way, but I can understand why they would do that for game balance reasons.
Yeah. The unicorn, Edinarok, whatever it is, also had just wicked recoil, apparently. So you wouldn't want a whole deck of them you'd heal over. Like, you know, the ones that fired later in the broadside would be just like arcing over your target because the ship would be bouncing back. Oh, okay. They added little things down at the bottom, too. Yeah, so there's just been a patch to naval action, and they've changed the overworld stuff a lot. Like, made a fancier enter port icon, and tow to port. No.
A much nicer compass rose at the bottom corner.
Yeah. And instead of having all that junk in the upper left, it's now just a little thing down towards the bottom where they've got B for fishing, T for tavern.
That's which is the chat tab.
So if I hit T, it can hide that. M for map, and oh my god, the map is so much prettier now. Recent events in the Bahamas. The pirates tried to take Salina Point. It did not work. The Prussians countered by taking Baracoa from us. So our hated enemies now have divided the pirate sphere in half, with Mortimer Town over on one side, and then pretty much all the major pirate ports on the other. And they can just... Baracoa is a deep water port. They can, like, sail their ships of the line out of there. Everything's bad.
You might know that there's a pirate off to port just kind of idling out there, too. I don't know what he's up to. Mr. Greg Bess.
Oh, yeah, he's been there for days.
Weird.
And the clicking on a thing icon is better. It shows, like, no fleet, and it shows clan and rank, and rank Commodore. That's not a pirate rank.
I think the ranks have been normalized, unfortunately. They may unnormalize them again afterwards.
Aw. Oh, well. Still getting used to these things. So F is...
You also are ranked Commodore.
Huh. Okay, F lets you check on hull condition, sail condition, how much hold, available crew. It gives me a rank devil on my player info thing. Huh. Then a big use rum button to make there be more sailors.
Use isn't the verb I would pick for that.
Rewards, combat marks. Okay, they're working on this. It's not all there, but it's getting kind of cool. H for hold.
The hold now has icons?
Yeah. Got some salt, some rum, some rig repairs, some hull repairs. More slots. Can sort it. And finally, a nice big scarab for reporting bugs. This is pretty cool. And it's listing speed and sail on the compass rose all together. Oh, let's see what protractor navigation looks like. So if I try to navigate us over towards Deadman's. Ooh, it's a little arrow thing now. That's really cool. Someone's doing an interfacing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this interface taking up the port interface as well.
Yeah. Do you want to come with me out in this direction? With our fore and
Yep.
aft riggers.
Ready when you are.
Do you have a fore and aft rig on that? What are you, in the Navy brig?
No, think I'm in the Mercury.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Correct, I am in the Mercury, which means it's more square rig than anything else.
My spyglass. There we go. How's it sail into the wind?
Complete garbage, thanks for asking.
Well, maybe I should adjust my course because this thing is just going to skip into the wind.
Yeah, you are screaming along there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lovely little thing. Alright. Anything to hunt, or is the entire horizon just a beautiful,
it's just
serene
that one guy.
Caribbean empty? Well, yeah. If we go more or less west, we'll get where we're going. And go as into the wind as you feel comfortable with, and I'll follow.
I can pull about 20 knots going just barely south of west.
Alright. That's about what I do at that heading.
Starting to luff a little bit here, but as the wind comes around, I'll just kind of shift over.
We'll make our way into the bank and then north towards Deadman's or Georgetown, maybe up to Port Howe. I've not actually gone to the northern end of the Bahamas much, so that'll be interesting. Starting to luff a little bit. Oh, I want to be on the water. And I'm doing somewhere around 22... Nope, occasional bursts up to 40 knots.
Gusty.
Yeah.
I was paying attention to chat earlier, and they did mention the servers having a bit of a rough time.
Hmm.
There was one poor devil with a 6,000 millisecond ping.
Yeah, my ping's at 350, which is pretty much higher than it has been. It just jumped down to 230.
Yeah, I'm sitting at about 200 here.
200 feels okay.
Is what it is.
My FPS is still wonderful, but, you know, I would not expect a patch like this to significantly impact the core of the graphics rendering stuff.
No, it does look like the actual game rendering is more or less unchanged in this patch. They did mention in the patch notes that some of the timers have been rejiggered as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can apparently no longer bounce on the attack button to control your positioning quite as much, which hopefully should cut down on some trolling.
I suppose so. I'm actually curious whether I've experienced that, because I'm not sure how I would know.
Yeah, obviously I've never done that. I don't tend to think that far in advance. I will hit attack, and then I will sail around you until I'm somewhere I think is good.
Yeah. I've taken the prepared perk recently, which is wonderful, because it means you start your combat with your cannons loaded, which really, really is just the way to live.
It's practically on the why would you ever not take this list.
I think you would not take it on the one condition where you're taking all 3 of the fleet perks, because that uses up all your perk points.
Fair enough.
If you want to be like you plus 3 friends, meet me behind the 7-Eleven or whatever.
I'll be here for the next half hour.
Yeah, I think the 7-Eleven. Where's the 7-Eleven? Probably Mortimer Town, frankly, right? Like,
it's dirty. It's surrounded by homeless people. You're probably going to get into a knife fight.
Yeah, Prussian will stab you in Mortimer Town. That's just how it goes. So you're sailing pretty well into the wind.
Yeah, for some reason I'm managing a good 25 to 30 knots here. I'm not sure how real that number is.
Well, whether the number's real or not, like, I'm having a hard time, passing you. So that's surprising.
Yeah. We're almost at the point where we can probably turn a bit to the north.
Actually, yeah, let's angle towards northwest heading, because we've been going south long enough that we're going to dip past part of the primary area. I'm kind of aiming for the little mess of islands just south of Deadman's Key, which, if we sail northwest, we're going to more or less directly.
I think I can just barely make them out on the horizon there.
Yeah, there's a mess of really low sandbars that you will run aground on that don't even show up
the
on the map.
sandbar icon has been updated, by the way.
The what?
The sandbar icon has been updated, by the way.
Oh, the hitting shallows?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that. It's a good reason to run into the shallows. But yeah, dead ahead, it's like actual sandbar, like out of the water sandbar, not just shallows.
I'm Mark Bonney, and welcome to Jackass.
How close into the wind can I go? Wow, I can go really close into the wind. I forgot what sailing the Princeton of Chatel was like. I've been sailing all these big square-rigged, like, I've been sailing my Bologna a lot, which is lovely on a beam reach or whatever, but like, you try and sail into the wind and you're just dead.
I see what you mean about low sandy islands out here.
Yeah,
I don't see any sails out here. It was kind of a problem.
Oh, we should have checked where the patrol mission is today. I always forget to do that. Let's stop in at Deadman's Key and do that.
Fair enough. I will follow you.
Yes. Deadman's is the one port that the clan I'm part of actually owns, so I go up there to buy and sell stuff sometimes to give a little tax revenue. Also, it produces a lot of Sumatran pepper for some reason, so that sells for a lot in Mortimer Town.
I do kind of wish trade goods like that actually came in from the edge of the map on ships.
Yeah. I mean,
appearing in cities.
It's unclear to me why Deadman's Key gets goods that are like from the Dutch East Indies at this point. So,
pirates like spicy food? I don't know.
Well, who doesn't like spicy food?
The French.
Insulting my ancestry. Though I'm not entirely sure why not liking spicy food should be construed as an insult, but I'm going to go with it anyway.
And which part of France are the McLaughlins from?
Well, you know, the Old Alliance and all. The very northern part of France. Oh man, I was reading about the attempted French invasion in 1797, I want to say, of Ireland. Just got a shallows notification and it was better. Yay.
Yeah, it's a little easier to read and doesn't use up quite as much of the screen.
Yeah. So yeah, 1797 I think it was. Like a bunch of French soldiers filled with revolutionary zeal decided that they should take on the British Empire, and they tried to land in Ireland. And through a combination of the British Navy being the British Navy and the weather being terrible, which always saves England, they failed. But like, they thought, where can we invade? Well, let's not invade mainland, like England first. Let's set up a beachhead on a neighboring island and just sort of, surround them. And that didn't work. Ooh, there's a British snow dead ahead.
Well, there's two of us. How many of him are there?
Looks like a fleet of 3.
So we're going to want to make a beeline for the port then.
I think we could probably take them. Mercury into Princeton of Chatel? We would have a chance. If we need to run away, we can.
I'm fully loaded here, so...
Alright. They're headed out. I thought they would be a moment longer in the harbor.
Okay, I'm inside the circle.
9, 8, 7. Ooh, everything's a nicer font too.
Yeah, the new typesetting really does make it much easier to read what's going on. I'm hoping they do that with the chat UI.
It's easier to read, and it also just like evokes the feeling, which is nice, right? Like, you don't want these sans serif things.
True.
Like, what's that even about, All right. So now a lynx and 2 privateers. I think we should probably focus on the privateers first.
Okay, I've got my usual double charge shenanigans going on. Which one's the privateers?
The privateers are Susan and Charlotte.
Susan and Charlotte. All right, I'm gonna go
Olaf
for Charlotte.
and Nicanor are different. Nicanor we can pretty much ignore as a lynx. I don't think we're too worried about them.
Okay, I'm gonna try pulling basically upwind.
Yeah.
Even though that's a terrible idea in this ship.
Did I hit anything? Whoa, there was a long delay to fire that. Alright, that hit some sails. Yeah, they didn't change the battle UI much.
Well, here's hoping that's in the next one. Susan is pulling far upwind. I have a serious concern about her. Charlotte, on the other hand, is sailing directly into my guns.
Ooh, you are quiet compared to the cannon fire.
What?
You are very quiet compared to the cannon fire in my ears.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over those cannons.
Oh, Jesus. Keep an eye on your integrity, because I don't want to lose this stupidly, you know?
Yes. I've taken some damage to the starboard armor, and that's about it.
Yeah, I'm seeing you taking a bit. And trying to tack through the wind.
Likewise, I'm going to try to get a line up on Susan here.
I feel like they've changed the way, like, that the animation of the cannonballs works. Or something. My FPS is lower. And I feel like I'm seeing the cannonballs not go shooting out quite as rapidly.
It's apparently laggy today.
Oh, that would do it. Laggy is also worrying, though, just from a oops, surprise, you took more damage than you thought point of view.
Indeed.
So we should be
Coming
careful.
across your stern, trying to rake Susan.
Good. Looks like Nicanor has already lost their bowsprit. Nicanor? Nicanor? I don't know. I've never encountered that name before. Alright, did a little sails damage. With smaller ships like this, if you can get some good stern rakes in, that's really the ticket. With the big ships of the line and stuff, it's all like, okay, just get a good broadside to broadside going.
Yeah, whereas here it's much more about maneuverability. I'm
Yeah.
just looking at Charlotte, busy pulling away here and thinking maybe I can get something in on her stern.
Don't worry, I'm headed there. Deal with Olaf if you can, or whatever you have to deal with. Coming up. You know, I said don't worry, but due to the miracle of lag, I fired that broadside completely too late. Or my own ineptitude, you know, it could be either.
Your crew is just drunk.
Yeah, but where's all the rum gone? I say, drinking scotch. Alright. Haul those cannons over. Watch me continue to waste chain shot. like a boss.
Made a real hole in Charlotte there.
Yeah, you definitely said words, and there were cannons.
Made a real hole in Charlotte over there.
Alright, I'm not liking how this is going. Charlotte's doing not so great. Olaf is, like, unscathed, more or less. I think we can keep at it for a bit. Just want to be careful, because, like I say...
My stern's a little banged up.
Yeah, watch out for your stern. It's always fragile. Alright. Slowly, slowly. As Olaf tries to stern rake me, and I try to get Nicanor. So yeah, we were talking about Pellews sites before, and
yes, we're
the elder and younger Pellew? I don't know. Was that you getting shock on someone?
Yeah, I shocked Charlotte into
Oh, good.
reload shock.
I heard the cheer. You can also hear other ships' bosun's whistles, by the way. So if you know what the bosun's whistles mean, you can tell if they're, like, adjusting their crew for various purposes.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I've just been listening to my own crew.
And cannon fire made me miss what you said.
I hadn't realized that. I've just been listening to my own crew.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm okay. I'm okay. It would be lovely to sink, like, at least one of these. But these feckless, drunken pirates on board my ship are being very slow to reload the cannons. Let's bring this around, if we can.
I've accidentally gotten stuck in irons and I'm just getting picked away here.
Ooh, don't do that. Do the opposite.
Well, I got into a position where I was going to plow into you if I didn't.
Oh, don't worry about that. There we go. Charlotte's starting to show some wear. Little structural damage finally. I think I'm just about at the point where I actually want to have my sailors do some repair. So yeah, I was bringing up Pellew because one of the knowledges I've got going on right now is Pellew's sites. And it's nice. Lower dispersal is always good.
Coming into your starboard here.
Yeah, I'm trying to straighten out to avoid colliding with you, let you shoot past. Mercury is nice.
Lag's pretty bad today.
What is?
Lag's pretty bad today.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to wind around to my port here.
Problems with the networking code, or just like a bunch of people trying out the new patch?
Probably both.
Yeah. Bug's gonna bug. That was a nice little maneuver we executed. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, no, well done.
Getting some little jolty artifacts. Alright, Charlotte looks like she's in irons, if you want to take advantage of that situation.
Yeah, unfortunately the only way I can get bearing on that right now is by dropping into irons myself, so I'm just going to sail across her bow.
I'm having a real hard time getting a non-laggy shot on Susan here. Alright, got some shots into the sails. Yeah, this is not the best for something that, while not a very Twitch-oriented game, still requires some careful timing.
Yeah, the cannons in particular are a bit sensitive to just exactly when you tell your crew to fire.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what I can get on Susan here. Nope. That was a lot of sales hits. The other thing about sailing...
Susan and I...
Sorry?
Susan and I are dueling here.
Oh, I thought I was dueling with Susan.
Oh, sorry, Charlotte.
Jeez. Yeah, I was going to say that going from a ship of the line down to a cutter like this is, or a schooner like this, is a real difficult shift just for, like, how do you aim your cannons? Oh, come on, lag. That is not the best moment. At least this now is, like, totally embayed. We have a lee shore, which is
Charlotte's
fine.
in reload shock.
Fine for vessels like ours, but that snow is stuck in there. You're saying Charlotte's what?
Charlotte is in reload shock.
That'll give you some time. Oh, that was a good broadside. 10 hull hits on Susan, and it looks like she's taken some structural damage as well. And missing me with most of her broadside. I just need to make sure I don't sail into the shore before I reload. There we go. That's going to be one ship down. She's at about half structure now. And I'm getting attacked by Olaf from behind.
Charlotte is all but sunk.
Alright. Coming in. One more reload. Yep. Susan's out of structure. She'll be going down.
Excellent.
Bringing my ship around, risking a broadside from her other fresh side, but I'm trying to stay at enough of an angle to bounce some of it.
Charlotte is down.
Cool. How are you on armor and all?
Not great.
Not great. Let me
Not
focus
great.
on Olaf then, and again, if we need to run, we can run. Oh. I think that wasn't lag, that was just me being bad at timing. Alright. 5 minutes before I can try another round of repairs, but that should be doable. Silent sneeze. Alright. Oh, yeah, you've lost both your stern and pretty much all of your bow.
Yeah, some of it's coming back. I've got repairs.
Good. I'm gonna try and... I think I'm going fast because I'm on a beam reach, but I'm not used to the ship I'm in. I should go more into the wind. The boat, I mean. I'm going to try and help you with Nicanor. It's pretty clear that Olaf does not have the resources to catch us if we need to run.
Yeah, if we make for the wind, we get out of here pretty clean.
Yeah.
I will say the computer-aided ships are surprisingly good at long cannon shots.
Yeah, that's one of their strengths. Longs are great player to player because you can like stand a chance of being better than a player. But the AI will pretty much always manage to outsnipe you. I'm just passively at boarding preparation of 50 out of 100. Huh.
Does that mean you're being boarded by any chance?
I'm moving too fast and I am too far from any potential boarders. There we go. Susan and Charlotte both down. You are pretty good on repair. That's looking good. Now let's just make this Lynx rue the day that it was launched, right?
Oh, he's bracketed between us now.
I can't hear you because my cannons fired too late and I missed the Lynx. What was that?
I said he's bracketed between us now.
Oh, yeah, that lag. Normally, I know like how long it takes between shouting fire and, or between clicking and shouting fire and then shouting fire and the shots shooting. But under these circumstances, I'm being oft surprised. It's messing with my sailing too a bit, so I keep, you know, pulling out of turns a little bit more slowly than I should. Well, that was a whole broadside that got me one hull hit, and I just lost my bowsprit because I was not paying attention. Alright, this is real bad now. The snow just rammed me and knocked off my bowsprit.
Oh, that leaves you with a bit of a maneuverability gap.
Just a little bit. Got about 2 minutes before I can repair. I've taken off much of their side armor, but I am really worried now because if they have me with less speed and maneuverability, that's my advantage over them gone.
Well, I've got Nicanor somewhat damaged here, so hopefully I can come along and give you a hand in a moment.
Thank you. If you can... I can deal with Nicanor if you can distract the snow a bit.
Okay, I will come around momentarily.
So they've just taken my stern armor off too. Oh, this is not what a Pied de Neuf likes to be in. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I also can't quite tack through the wind as well. with a vessel like this because I don't have my bowsprit. Alright. Here's where I'm
Okay, I think I've got Olaf's attention here.
On sailing. Yeah. Alright. Out of irons. Risking a stern rake. Taking some structural damage. This is not my favorite situation to be in. Alright. Coming up on Holmqvist. Let's try and get some shots off. A lot of those went into the water. And I can repair ship, or do I repair sails? I think I repair sails under the circumstances. So I need that bowsprit back. Unfortunately, I think repairing sails locks your sails now. You can't fully manipulate them while repairing them.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I'm not 100% on that, but I have my bowsprit back. Yes. My sailors managed to step a replacement bowsprit in the middle of a battle. You may be drunk, boys, but...
They are to be congratulated. That's an impressive feat of engineering.
Indeed. And pulling around. How are you doing with this now?
Well, I've got his attention. I unfortunately managed to sail myself directly into the wind, so we're busy sort of pulling out of that.
Okay. I wouldn't worry about that too terribly much right now. I don't know. Maybe I would. I mean, always worry about it, like get out of the wind, but... And I have my stern on fire now. Come on, sailors. Gunnery can wait. Way too far away to try and take pot shots at the snow.
Yeah, he's unfortunately faster than me, which means I'm having a hard time getting him close enough to really do any damage.
Is he able to engage and disengage?
Yeah. And he's been able to flip around and use both sets of cannons on me reliably, too, which is not helping me any.
Then I think it might be time to disengage.
I'll see what this broadside does.
Alright.
Absolutely bugger all. Let's get out of here.
Yep. I'm gonna sail probably at about a heading of 180, and if you need to hit him with some chain, that's probably the best way to slow him down if he's chasing you. Oh, sweet mercy. Finally managed to put that fire out, but I'm still missing my stern chasers. And I'm doing stupid things through the wind because I'm indecisive. It looks like Nicanor is all but dead in the water. They're not even giving me chase. I'm gonna try and help you with that snow's sails a bit.
Much obliged.
Good thing I had all those rig repairs. Alright.
Okay, I'm feeling off to the north here. Heading up just about 355 or so.
355. I don't think that's the north, but I'll go with it.
I have no idea how the compass is currently set up.
Yeah, we don't have a compass in battle. We only have degrees off the wind, right? Or not even that. It's just degrees around something. Oh, what a waste. I'm inept. Oh, I can't tell my lefts from my rights.
You fire the wrong guns.
No, I've loaded chain in the wrong guns.
Oh, most excellent.
Can you leave? I can leave, apparently.
I've got another 100 seconds or so.
Alright, I'll hold on, just in case you need me here. Not sure why I can leave. I'm, like, literally between them, but... stranger things have happened.
You know, Snow is busy hiding out near the port, just chucking cannonballs out at us.
Yeah, I'm missing a lot of your words due to sounds of cannons. Gonna need to adjust game volume and Discord volume at some point.
All I was saying is that he seems to be really hung up in that little bit of bay there, chucking cannonballs at us.
Yeah. Really, though, why can I leave? They're like... I don't know.
I don't know, but you should. I'm clear.
You're clear?
I've got 30 seconds, but there's no way they're catching me at this point.
Good. Alright. Leave a battle. I can't shake the feeling that better captains could have pulled a better outcome out of that.
No, I can see where we made a few navigational errors, both of us. We got into the wind far too many times and let us get caught up just below that snell.
Yeah, I think honestly my big mistake was not looking where I was going and letting the snow ram my bowsprit off.
Yeah, that probably cost you quite a bit.
Yeah. If I hadn't done that, I think things might have been better. Still, 28,000 gold and 186 XP. Not bad. We did
39,000 for me.
Nice. All right.
I'm gonna make for Deadman's Key here before I get sunk.
Yeah, that's yes. That is a wise choice. All right. Repair. Move some sailors around. Click OK. Sending crew to ships. I wish this were all in the same style as the overworld map. And then, do I have anything in here? I've got an outpost here because this is a clan port, so it seemed to make sense to build one. But, nope, nothing in the warehouse.
But
yeah, it's not your clan, it's not a sergeant. I mean, you know, we always appreciate the tax revenue, but whatever.
Do repairs count for taxes?
Mm-mm. Apparently repairs are untaxed. Yeah, okay. We were going to check the patrol mission. Antilles. Ugh.
I'm not sailing all the way over there, are you?
Do they mean Windward Antilles? Do they mean the bit of Antilles that is, say, Cuba? No. in the patrol area. Let's actually take one more look at the map and port and county search. See if this... No? So, usually, patrol mission is around, like, a particular town on the map. Antilles obviously is not a town. So, I don't know where we're supposed to go.
I mean, we could ask in chat.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oof. My cat is sitting on my headphone cord, thus pulling my head down.
Oh, you've just been yanked straight up, haven't you?
Yeah.
One of the nicer things that EVE Online did was give sort of a heat map of where PvP activity is happening to help make decisions like this.
I can understand why a game like this doesn't, both because of the era and because
so
of...
Can I. I said, oh, so can I.
Yeah, yeah. Both because of the era and because of the sort of, way that that ganking is core to piracy, right? Ooh, who just came in? Trader's Brig with no fleet, and I can't attack for 30 seconds. You might want to hop out if you're done in the port, because this Spanish Trader's Brig isn't going to sink itself.
Okay, give me 10 seconds here to load up on hull repairs, and I'll join you.
Load faster.
Loading.
I still wish you could trade at sea. That's something that I think they need to add into the interface. Alright.
Oh, this little guy right here.
Yeah. Sailing into the wind, so, like, it's not a super issue. Tell me when your attack timer is lower. We'll just give them a threatening escort.
20 seconds.
There is a Spanish pickle up ahead that they're moving towards that would get pulled into any battle we do with a Spaniard. British
5 seconds.
Lynx and Snow up that way. 5
Can
seconds.
attack. We're live.
Alright. Let's do this. Oh. This cat is very large and very heavy and is crushing my legs. Okay. Readjusting cat, getting ready for naval battle. All of the important pirate things, you know.
Okay, I'm going to sail broadly to his starboard side and see what I can do.
Alright. I'm going to come up on the port, and I'm also going to try to do what I can to render it sailless.
Do me a favor and don't fire through my sails.
Yeah, but we should probably focus on the sails, because if we can immobilize it, a trader's brig is going to have some stuff we want to loot. I mean, we could probably also just loot the sinking hulk, so either way.
True, but we will get slightly better loot if we immobilize it and board it.
Yeah. It feels a little less laggy now. My cannons are responding as I intend them to. I wonder if having fewer ships in the battle makes a difference. Or if it's just...
Maybe, or multiple battle servers or something.
that they're getting on top of it, yeah. Alright.
I will say this game does look fantastic when you're busy firing a full broadside in the dusk.
Yeah. It's a beautiful game, it really is. Their sales are 80% now. I've been enjoying sailing the Bellona or the Indefatigable or other things with crews in the area of 3 to 350 to 650. Partially because if I spot like a trader's snow, I can still catch up with it through a combination of chain shot and just being a better sailor than the AI. At which point, I will then board it without bothering to have, shot any grape or anything like that, because when you outnumber them 10 to 1, like...
You really can just waltz in and take their guns away.
Yep, pretty much. Usually it takes 1 or 2 actions in the boarding minigame to be done.
That's something you could use in new UI, honestly.
The boarding minigame?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Alright, I am completely 100% in irons. And...
Well, you're holding him still for me, so thank you.
Reloading. Maybe if I actually moved my rudder, that would help me get out of irons instead of just pushing me slowly backwards.
Right. I've ruined his sails.
And that's a mutual broadside. I kind of want to see like cannonballs hit each other in midair. That would be pretty cool.
Clank.
I also wonder when...
You might want to check their sail rating.
Oh, 54%? Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, I sailed up their front and just started dropping chain through their whole ship.
Alright, you stay there, because I need to maneuver past you. Oops. Alright, I'm going to try and come around, give them another good broadside.
They are not going anywhere. Start prepping to board.
You think I should? I have 148 to their...
This could be over fast.
Oh, 148 to their 59?
I've got 95.
Let me just do a little bit more like that, and then you can rake them with some grape down that side. And I will be ready to board.
Preparing grape.
Alright. Turning around as best I can.
This battle after the last one is going far, far better. We really did get excellent positioning right off the bat.
Yeah, and also, instead of being outnumbered 2 to 1, we outnumber 2 to 1.
True.
I mean, that has to make some kind of a difference. Oh, nope. Other way. Aww, stupid Rogelio. I am bad at this sometimes. I'm so used to the...
Mine now.
You boarding?
I am, yes.
Alright. I'm so used to the Prince de Neufchâtel being so maneuverable that I think it's like infinitely maneuverable, which obviously it's not.
It's not. It is very maneuverable.
53 to your 148? Yeah, I think...
I just want to draw your attention to this guy's name. This is the Captain Euphrasio Sorensen.
Yeah? What of it? That name seems reasonable to me. I've told you about the friend of mine who went to school in Hong Kong with the person with the best name I've ever encountered, right?
I believe you have, but
Athens
refresh my
Fitzchung.
memory. Oh my god, that is really fantastic.
What I love about it is that the surname is itself multicultural. Like, also Athens is just a kick-ass first name, but like, how do you end up with not just the amazing surname Fitzchung or just the amazing forename Athens, but both of them? It's pretty brilliant.
It's really good. Mine now.
Oof. Did you take it? Oh, you took it. If you have the fleet perk, you can then take it and carry it into port and sell it.
They had a hold full of Oregon beaver coats and
Ooh.
some Danish salted pork.
Maybe just sell that right here in Deadman's for the tax revenue for us, but, you know, whatever you want to do. You'll get a decent price anywhere, but a much better price in Mortimer.
And yes, I am laying claim to the ship.
Leave battle. All right. So, we are, I think, coming up on about an hour of stream, so I might just turn around to Deadman's and end the stream there. Ooh, a French privateer with 2 ships in its fleet. Too small. Let's avoid that, given our recent 4-on-2 experience.
Yeah, that didn't go well last time. Let's not do that a second time.
Yeah. God, this schooner is just so beautiful. Look at this, running with the wind.
It really does love just pointing that direction, doesn't it?
The wind?
No, your ship.
Oh, the ship. Yeah, I mean,
It's just very happy to be moving.
It's quick in any direction, especially because this is... Oh no, this is a sabaku, not a fur. Sabaku is pretty good, though, just sort of all-round, like, low-grade bonuses. None of the penalties to durability that fur has. So if they fix ship trading, I'll give this you at some point.
Like, of all the things to break.
Yeah. Oh well. I suspect strongly that there will be a number of people reporting that bug vociferously.
Yeah. I also so expect.
Yeah. All right. And
So do you have any use for any of these things that we're carrying here?
what sorts of things?
The salted pork or the fur coats?
No, they're just straight up trading resources. So it's just, you know, how much can you get for them where?
Fair enough.
They are not usable for any crafting purposes. Pretty much anything that begins with, you know, the place of origin is not going to be used for crafting. Not everything, though. There are some things. Cartagena tar, Nassau fencing masters or whatever, or that Nassau fencing masters is the thing you craft. Let me just
But by and
look
large.
this up. Whoop. They've changed around the pirate den a bit. Where are the Nassau fencing masters guides? Blueprints. Okay, they're all under blueprints now. Maybe they were under blueprints and I'm just blanking. But yeah, Nassau fencing masters use Nassau quartermasters, right? So that is actually using people or whatever. Barbary Coast canvas is used for a pirate rig refit. But for the most part, if it says where it's from, then it's just used for trading. You can look under shop, under resources, under trading, and you'll see a whole lot of things there that are just valuable for their relative costs.
And I see the Sumatran pepper there. I might even load up with that since I have the opportunity.
Yeah. If you want to do that, we might just turn around to pit.
Sounds good. Give me a moment to stock up.
In which case, I'll do the same. Let me convert my fish to get a little space back.
Good way to see how much I can carry before I run out of hold space.
Yeah, go to equipment, and you will see
there.
hold, and you will see weight/maximum weight.
Got it. Okay.
So I can carry right now about 148.5 units of whatever, which honestly ain't that much when it comes to pepper. Let's call it 32 of them. Yeah, I can carry 32 of them. Yeah, anytime you sell something, you know, you'll affect the floating prices, but Sumatran pepper is one of the things that this port produces, so it's pretty much always at a relatively low price.
The nice part is that Trader's Brig is just an absolutely enormous hold.
Oh yeah, wait till you get an Indiaman. Well, they're deep water, so you can't take them here, but they've got 8,000 hold.
Crivens.
Mm-hmm. Useful for picking up shipwrecks too.
I have invested almost all of my money in pepper. Please do not get me sunk.
I will protect you as best I can. So if you go back to the map and you pop open, the sidebar, and you go to Trader Tool, you can then put in a trade good like Sumatran pepper. Click it, and you can filter by distance and order by sell and buy price. So Sumatran pepper right now sells for the most in Santo Domingo, but that's not super useful to us. It sells for almost that much in Mortimertown. $6.60 to be precise.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Do you think we can make it to Mortimer without getting pirated at?
Well, to me, that's a question of server population.
Fair enough.
Right now, the server population is relatively low, so we could maybe do that.
Well, I'm going to try running it. It'll take me right past Selena Point anyways. You're more than welcome to come along.
Will you be willing to stop off at Pitt with me first? Because I have some other things I need to bring down there.
Yeah, of course.
You ready to go?
I am a C.
I am a B? I don't know. Can't make that work. So usually when I come up here, it's with a Trader's Brig just to carry as much as I can. But the Trader's Brig does not sail so well into the wind. And the waters around Deadman's Key, as you can see, are a little bit of a mess of islands and narrow passages. So
I do so notice, yeah. And I mean, I'm going to get slowed down a bit because I'm hauling a brig along with me here.
Oh. Yeah.
But I think that means it uses my draft, not the brig's draft.
It, I think, uses the worst point of sale and draft of anything that you have available. Like,
oh, good. So you can make some really awful ships that way.
Yeah, if you combine enough things in a fleet, you can basically not move in any direction. If they're sufficiently, incompatible. Like, yeah, I'll take a Lynx and a Santissima Trinidad, please.
Do you want fries with that?
So I've just gotten to the point where I can actually crew a Victory. Because the Victory is the lowest crew requirement of all the first rates. I'm very excited about this, but I have been content with my Bellona for now. Someday I'll try out a second or a first rate, though. If I can, eventually get enough materials to build one.
I was going to say, the crafting is going to be a bit of a limiting factor there.
Yeah, I also don't have a crafting level high enough. There are, so many things in the way. But I've been crafting a few Trader's Brigs, if you want one. If we can trade ships eventually, someday.
I only have the one fleet perk, so the one that I'm sailing with now is probably all I can manage.
Yeah.
What are you ripping along at there? What's your speed?
Well, it just spiked up to 54 knots, but it's stabilized again at about 22.
That seems implausible.
22.
Okay.
What are you
so
at?
I'll probably come up behind you then. I'm oscillating between 22 and 24.
All right. It keeps spiking for me for some reason, though. For some reason that probably has to do with, floating point arithmetic.
I'm going to give you credit for that one, but I want you to know that I'm judging you.
I can deal with that. All right. Let's do a little navigation. Set the protractor, plop course, and we're going to head almost due east, just, I would say, east by south, when you pass through this passage. I've been reading up on my compass directions so that I can say things like that, and sound very official.
East by southeast, you say?
No, east by south.
Ah, fair enough.
So the primary cardinal directions, if you're just a hair off from them, you say direction by the direction that your hair off from.
And that lines up with my protractor mark as well. So
yeah. So if you north by northwest, for example, is not a thing. Northwest by north is a thing. It means you're northwest and just a hair north of that. But yeah. So take that, Hitchcock, one of my favorite directors of films.
Who is far too dead, and in any case, far too famous to even notice.
Yeah, well. Wow, I think they've upped the edge contrast on things too. Like, my sails stand out against the sea a little bit more. On the edges, there's
maybe
just a little bit of like...
Yeah, there's a sharpening fringe there.
Yeah, exactly. Let me know if I should actually... Yeah, I'll slow down. I don't want to unfleet.
As long as I can still see the giant version of your flag over your head.
Yeah. I do like that. It's really, really helpful to just have a like, yo, by the way, this person is in your fleet. But, yeah. Compass directions, they're a thing. I'm zoomed in on my boat right now, looking up the mainmast, and it just looks like I'm on the deck staring up. It's really pretty pleasant. Only mildly nauseating.
It does weird me out that the crew disappear whenever you're in the open world.
I mean, the crew don't do anything anyway. They just kind of like, mimble along near the cannons, right? They're a little underwhelming to begin with. This is about ships, not people. Iron men, oak hearts, whatever. I don't know. How fast are you going right now?
Steady at about 23 knots.
All right. I'm vacillating between 15 and 30, depending on what the calculation thinks it's doing. So I'm actually going to just slow myself down a little bit more.
I think I'm coming up behind you here at speed.
Yeah, you are. But given that the speed calculation it's giving me is so erratic,
Nerd!
What?
I just wanted to shout that as I was sailing past.
Oh, man. Wouldn't it be fun to be in a sailing race? If the open world...
Actually, that might be a fun event to coordinate with some of your clanmates.
Oh, yeah. The problem, I think, though, is that the open world doesn't let you manage your sailing quite as fine-tuned, fine-grained.
So we'd have to find somewhere with interesting shore waters that we could do a race within 90 minutes before the timer runs out, and one person to volunteer to be on the wrong country.
Well, you could probably also just find an AI near there. But then you'd have to kind of like make the race parameters depending on what you got when you got in there.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I'm thinking if you just... That would take the 90-minute timer away, too. You just grab an AI, sync them, and then... Like, you have one person show up in a ship of the line.
Use that instance indefinitely,
yeah.
I wonder if there's a automatic instance termination after some point.
There is. I've left myself sitting in an instance because I had to, like, cook something or whatever. And I didn't want to have to sail back or quit the game or anything, and I was like, oh, I'll just leave myself in the instance, that'll be fine. And then I like passed by the computer and was like, oh shit, it just popped me out. Like, I saw it happening.
That's the ocean.
That's a bad sound. Alright, someone to our starboard. They're a bell pool with 2 small and 1 medium. I like how they notify that on the fleet, like how they show the fleet thing, though. If you click them, you'll see the number of masts is basically small, medium, large.
Oh, excellent.
I'm guessing.
Except it seems to be the two-masted one is the small, the one-masted one is medium, but it's a one mast with a taller.
No, it's two small, one medium. Two small has.
Oh, so it is. You're right. Never mind me. Oh, sure. You missed the shallows entirely. I sailed directly into them.
I also almost breezed right past the town, so it all comes out in the wash. All right. I think with that, I am going to end the stream here and catch you another time.
I have a new redeemable. So I'll find out what that is next time.